Hello, everybody. My name is Muhammad Asad Sahi, and I'm a software engineer. Today, my tutorial is on basic concepts of networks. If you don't know about the networks, you don't need to worry about. Just grab a cup of tea or coffee and relax and listen this tutorial carefully. You will understand the basic concepts. So let's come on to the first slide. Definition of networks. What is network? You can say that it's a group or system of interconnected people or things. In our normal life, we see that the group of friends in our university or outside the university, the all together we can say that it's a network. It's a network of friends. So the networks basically it's a you can be directly or indirectly associate with the networks. Okay, so all the things or all the people in the network are connected together to perform any specific task or duty, or if they are doing any sort of projects, so we can say that this is a network and performing this duty or this task. And they can be connected with other networks, like for example, in our normal life, we have friends in our university, we have friends outside the university, and at the same time we are connected to the different networks, university networks, and outside the university networks. So this is basically the basic key concept of the network. Now the question arises, yes, that why do we have networks? Yes, it's for sharing. Sharing what? For sharing the information, for sharing the resources. So for that purpose, we need the networks. For example, we use the Twitter, we use Facebook, etc. We need these social networks to share our personal information, to share the things, to share and to post, and to everything we share. Basically, for the networks, in the networks, we share our information, and either it's a social network sites, or either it's a group of friends in university or outside the university. So basic key point of network is to share. Let's come on to the next slide. Yes. Then what does it mean by the computer networks? Same in the same way like the social networks, we use computer networks for sharing the resources, for sharing applications, files, printers, etc. It's basically, in information technology, a network is a series of points or nodes interconnected by communication paths. In the computer networks, each workstation, or you can say each laptop, computer, or workstation is called the node, or the point of the network, where you can use the network, and you can use the files, you can use the resources. And networks can interconnect with other networks and contain subnetworks in the same way, like I have used the example from social network, that at the same time we have a network of university friends and outside the university friends. Same way, uh, workstation or one network can be connected to other networks, and it will whole create the subnetworks. So basically, in the same way, computer networks are also used for sharing different things. In our next slide you will get everything. Let's come on to the next slide. Yes, how? Now the question arises that if all the workstations or the systems are connected together directly, then what information they would we can easily share, or what information we can share if there are 4 or 5 workstations and we have connected all together, then what information we can share. For that purpose, we use the terms server and clients. Okay, server is a very powerful machine and is designed to share the resources. The server is basically to manage the networks and to maintain the networks. It's a central, you can say that a server is a hub within the network that will provide you the applications, files, and any sort of thing that you use into the network. On the other hand, the clients are the workstations that are connected to that server directly or indirectly. Clients are your laptops, your PC, it can be your mobile that is connected to that server. Now the next question arises that in this example, yes, in this example, in this picture, you can see that here it is a server and laptop and the workstations, printer, and everything is connected together through this server. Now the question arises that why we need a server. Like if we have different workstations and we can connect all together, then we can perform our tasks. So why we need a server? And the answer is to centralize the data. The server is used as a storage point, or you can say it's like a database, so that we can store every resource, files, applications, softwares in that, and to easily access it from the server. Secondly, the user access. Server has the capability to give access to authorized persons. Server ensures that files and folders are only accessible to authorized person or not. Next is to control the security matters within the networks. That we can control the permissions on specific files. We can enable the resources. We can enable the applications not to use by such user, or not to use by that application. So everything is controlled only through the server, because this is the only the capability within the server to uh, to respond and to serve the different clients, and to yes, to control the security matters within the network. And main thing in the network is stability and robustness. uh, it can be only achieved through the server, because the server is is a such machine. You can see that if it's a main hub within the network,